trying to turn things around in Seattle. So far, so good. UCLA won the toss and deferred. And Arche Lopez sends it deep. Our first look. Wayne Talapapa joins Penix in the backfield on first down. Dunze goes in motion. Deep give. Talapapa sandwiched between two defenders. Gabriel Murphy met him first for the TFL. 2nd and 11. The pass numbers speak for themselves up to this point. Fake the handoff. Penix on the move. Fires that pass high and out of bounds. Looking for Odunze. Talapapa motions out on 3rd down. Too high safety look for the Bruins. Time for Penix. Pass will be caught. That's enough to move the chains. Talapapa right through the A-gap into plus territory. That's a first down. Another pickup of 15 yards.
A lot of Virginia fans are familiar with Wayne Talapapa doing exactly that. Big hole opening in the middle of the formation.
For starting his college football career, Odunze in motion. Talapapa off the left side, plunging across the 45, and that'll be a gain of 4 on first down. Methodical start for the Huskies on the road. Their first road game of the season in the flats to Westover. For the first time at running back. Fake it into the boundary. High pass is caught for a short gain. Jalen McMillan. And off the screen. Giles Jackson quickly corralled after another short gain. Penix has to hurry. Just got it off. Clean pocket. Penix. McMillan. End zone. And incomplete. Caught in no man's land. A good week last week for Peyton Henry, the place kicker. His career long of 47 yards achieved against Stanford. Penix wants it all. To the end zone for the touchdown. On 4th down and 6. A 33-yard scoring start. Michael Pitt Huskies on the road for the first time in 2022. Off and running. Michael Penix, another touchdown toss. And it is 7-0. Odunze getting the job done just like he did a week ago against Stanford. Kashmir Allen from inside the 5. With an alley. There goes Allen and tripped up by the shoestrings. 2 late penalty markers fly near the 40.
And it's going to come back. Maybe a block in the back.
Cam Brown in motion. Charbonnet now. They'll run an option play, the late toss. Charbonnet probes his way towards the 40. Gain of 3 on first down. The tackle by Alex Cook.
All the love we gave to Talapapa, I think Zach Charbonnet is just as talented. Had fun watching him on film.
Transfer from Michigan. Little flip pass out in the flats. Allen corrals it and then gets shoved out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. New weapon for head coach Chip Kelly and Dorian Thompson-Robinson this year in the slot right now, and Jake Bobo. Transfer from Duke, led the ACC in receptions a season ago.
He's big time now. Right on cue. He's one of the team leaders after transferring in, as you mentioned, from Duke. A little in route, and he sets the defender to the outside, and what you like about it is the flat break. That's the difference in getting open and being covered.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson, backside pressure, end zone and incomplete after the gain of 22. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, they'll text back and forth all week long, talking about ideas and plays. Play action here off the back foot. Pass is incomplete again, trying to spot Bobo. And in coverage was Dominique Hampton.
Just when you can expect a little blitz here from the Huskies.
Offensive line holds up plenty of time for Thompson-Robinson. That's right at the line to gain. Cam Brown brought it in, and that will be enough to move the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal.
And a linebacker, Cam Bright, thinking about coming, and he got washed out, and that gave Dorian Thompson-Robinson time.
Charbonnet straight ahead, still plunging forward. Play clock winding down. We'll fake the jet sweep off the back foot again. The floater back corner is incomplete. Now healthy, that is critical for Washington's defense. 3rd down and goal. Bobo back corner, never saw it. Sykes motions in. Dorian Thompson-Robinson flings it. Nobody's home. The pressure got there. And on 4th and goal, the Huskies defense stands tall. No, Chip Kelly goes for it on 4th and goal. Comes up empty. The second leading sack artist in the Pac-12. And Trice forced the incompletion. Huskies get it back. Talapapa off the left side. All right, that just went viral on Twitter.
Right this minute.
Okay, interesting. File that one away. Ball pops out. Back in the end zone, and that should be a safety. Let's see where they spot it. And indeed, that's 2 points for the Bruins.
After the catch, he can make something happen.
Already 4 targets tonight. The 1 catch for 22 yards. Free kick coming from the 20. Allen retreats all the way back to the 5. A little confusion there on the low kick that carried him deep into UCLA territory.
Oh, what a kick to get it down here inside the 10-yard line of UCLA.
Charbonnet, the running back, play action. They'll flick it to Habermel out in the flats, the tight end.
That's amazing.
Inside give to Keegan Jones, crossing the 10 ahead to the 12. Empty the backfield. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, plenty of time. There's Bobo again. Another big gainer. Lasso from behind into Washington territory. A gain of 38. And play action into the flats and ahead to the 42, and that's it.
Keep in mind, guys, this is DTR's 5th year with Chip Kelly. He told me when he was a freshman, he was just a football player, and he took a lot of licks. Now he's a quarterback.
I want some of that energy. Cam Brown after the gain of 6.
No sleeping more.
I'm going to try to.
What the defense is giving him and not trying to force the football in too many situations.
Charbonnet straight ahead. We did have an in-depth conversation. Thompson-Robinson 4 for 4 on this drive before that incompletion. Leads the Pac-12. And keep an eye on number 9 for UCLA. Jake Bobo. Pass is caught. First down. And that will be first down and goal for the Bruins.
This is a defense that put together 8 sacks last week against Stanford.
They were vicious. Charbonnet, nifty move deep in the backfield.
Boy, he is something else.
You want to feed him here again.
Absolutely.
That's what they'll do off the left side. Second effort comes up just short. Last time they had it first down and goal. 3 incompletions. This time staying on the ground. Charbonnet straight ahead for a touchdown. Well, that's one way to do it. Well, Chip Kelly rolled the dice on 4th and goal. Came up empty. 2 plays later, a safety. That was part of it.
I mean, you're going to play some teams that obviously get up for you, and you're going to be involved in some tough football games. But undefeated's undefeated. Just in case someone was wondering.
On first down, all night to throw for Penix. And a tough ball floats out of bounds looking for Odunze.
His teammates just flat out love him and his leadership skills as well.
5 wide on second down. McMillan has it crossing the 30. Pressure. And jumping across the line of scrimmage during his time in the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles. We had a good conversation with him yesterday.
Enjoyed our visit with him.
Empty backfield, late penalty flag after the snap, crossing the 40. You got Twins that are offsides. Penix, quick toss, Westover, got to the edge on 1st and 5.
Because the other guys are doing their jobs.
Quick toss in the flats, Odunze. Huskies on the move after the safety. Pitch was dropped in the end zone. And another first down. Davis.
And Cameron Davis, and the ball's right there as the blitzers arrive.
They've thrown it on every play of this drive. That'll continue here. Late flag.
I think it's going to be a hold. Not taking sacks.
Penix trying to set up the middle screen, and they will on first down and 20. Devin Culp makes the reception, crossing the 35, a 9-yard gain on a play that took a little bit too long to develop, but it worked out. Bruins leading Washington, a pair of undefeated teams in the Pac-12. Michael Penix Second down and 11. 5 straight completions for 9 and White. Make it 6. Odunze on the crosser. Third down and 1. Davis gets the carry. And he'll pick up 2 yards to keep the drive alive. So they overcome the holding penalty after the first. Westover will switch sides of the line.
Excuse me, a sophomore.
Odunze in motion. Nixon, the running back. And Penix has that ball tipped at the line. It'll be second down and 10. Through a mass of humanity, hard to see what happened on the 9th play of this possession.
I think it hit Jacob Sykes, the interior defensive lineman for UCLA, and they were able to overcome 1st and 20, 2nd and 10. Oh, that's easy work.
Harvard transfer getting the job done on 2nd and 10. Pass sails out of bounds, looking for Jalen McMillan. 6 in the box, they'll back out of it. Pressure comes, and Penix is sacked for the first time this season. After setting a season high of 47 last week, career long is 49. That came against Cal 3 years ago. And it bounces through.
So many teams and so much good football being played around the country at this stage of the season.
Yeah, the consensus says Kashmir Allen retreats. Second, it's Keegan Jones. He's ushered out short of the 25. I was going to say that Cam Brown in motion, and now
false start.
We'll back him up 5.
Hang on here.
Bruins have won 7 straight. Charbonnet. Play action. They'll set up the screen. Charbonnet waiting for the convoy. Makes a man miss. Trey, we talked about the top 2 offenses in the Pac-12 tonight on display. Back-to-back drives. Both teams have overcome 1st down and 20s. To keep their possessions alive. Jones, the running back. Thompson-Robinson will fake it his direction. He'll pick up the 1st down. See the tattoos on the arm, which he designs himself. He draws those out himself. Short gain makes it 2nd and 9.
I couldn't agree more, Cart. I mean, the kid is, when you think things are broken down, he just seems to make plays.
Heavy pressure, flings it out into the flats. That'll be a 1st down and a lot more. All the way ahead in UW territory.
And a late hit. He's going to add about 15 more.
Michael Ezeki on the personal foul. Play action. Thompson-Robinson in zone. Bobo's got it for the score. We're seeing that already tonight and through the first 4+ games.
He hit, batted 1,000 in terms of hitting it and hitting it just right in the transfer portal.
Lopez sends it deep. Giles Jackson on the run from the 8. And then Lasso down short of the 20. Davis, the running back. Penix wants to toss it. He will on a rope. And on the back shoulder. Culp in the flats. Sent out at the 25. Davis straight ahead. Needed 2. He just gets past the marker, and a late flag flies.
They're going to call a penalty here. Filippo, 71 with a little bit extra at the end of it.
Talapapa, the running back. On 3rd down and long. Time for Penix. Fires a pass. McMillan is going to be picked off. Intercepted. Blaylock has it. All the way back inside the 20-yard line.
It's exactly what they did there, and Blaylock did not go inside with a post move.
Bruins start in the red zone. Wide open. End zone and a touchdown. All it took was one play to Cam Brown.
Gonna try to exploit.
Bruins score 2 touchdowns.
And the timing of recognizing, hey, Bobo's not available. Let me go outside to the one-on-one coverage to Cam Brown. Magnificent throw and catch.
I mean, it feels like he's been here for 17 years because
he's a vet, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's his 5th year in the program. Talapapo straight ahead. A nice gain on 1st down. 2nd and short coming up.
How he's playing right now. He's the play caller on the back end for UCLA.
Talapapa, jump cut, makes a man miss. Penalty marker back at the 31. That's enough for the 1st down. We'll check what the issue was deep in the backfield.
It's going to be another hold.
Holding.
Talapapa. Patient finish. 3rd down and 8. Penix. Backside pressure. Incomplete. Westover the intended target. Jack McAllister standing at his own 13. Sends it to Logan Loya. And the 24. And 1 Husky miss and 2. Quick dive across the 30. Back now in Pasadena inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins with a 23-10 lead against number 15 Washington. Charbonnet, after a 3-yard gain, is stopped dead in his tracks.
I don't know how well Dorian Thompson-Robinson's playing. Last 8 completions have gone to 8 different Bruin receivers. He's not just targeting Bobo. You need a go-to receiver, but when they start to try to double him as they did on his last touchdown pass, you've got to have somewhere else to go, and he's got 7 other guys that are catching passes. He's also 10 of his last 11. So he is playing some outstanding football.
And we told you about the completion percentage. The productivity down the field has been there as well. Charbonnet carving up the Huskies defense.
And he's throwing blocks out in front of Charbonnet. When have you seen a quarterback toss it and then go become a lead blocker? It's back in the wing tee when I was in high school. I mean, the action of just getting out in front of Charbonnet, and you got to want to do something like that. It's easy to pitch it and just go watch the action or sit back and watch it. But that's going to earn him some big-time compliments in the film room tomorrow.
Right, the locker room loves that. Everybody loves that on this team. Zeke rumbles into plus territory. And a quick pitch and catch results in 8 for big number 86.
Certainly don't see that on the collegiate level. The linemen are going to get excited. Charbonnet's going to give some high fives to DTR. He is feeling it right now, and he is locked in.
2nd and 2. We'll pull it out to the edge. We'll have the 1st down. You know, we talked with Chip Kelly this week about Dorian Thompson-Robinson. One of the questions we asked him, give us something that you haven't given anybody on DTR, because it feels like everything that could be said, every story that could be told has been told. And he said, I'll give you this. He's the toughest player on this team.
Yeah.
The way that he stands in the pocket, the way that he faces the blitz and the pressure, and just handles himself. And I think we saw that on that attempted block.
You can add to that getting out in front of your tailback and throwing blocks
right
as well. That goes on the list now.
Pick up 4 yards. Quick scamper into the flats. Wide open. This is going to be another 1st down for the Bruins. How about the move? Charbonnet all the way down to the 10.
Well, we didn't lie to you. Do you dare play man-to-man against him?
Thompson-Robinson with time, heaves it in zone, and incomplete. Now the thought was there to Jake Bobo.
Just a little bit too much over the outstretched hands of 9. I don't know that down here, as quickly as things happen, as quick as things happen down here, that you can stay with Bobo. It's almost, you know, it's unfair. You have got to play zone, which that opens up the running game if you indeed try to do that with 2 high safeties.
Charbonnet and Jones, 2 backs on the field. 2nd down and goal to go. Inside give. And a 3, maybe 4 to Jones.
I'd go back with the same look. As they're gone to that bracket coverage again, where the nickel is outside shoulder on Bobo, trying to force him inside the safety help. And you're going to have one of these other receivers wide open. Cam Brown's going to get the one-on-one coverage here. Outside shoulder on Bobo, trying to force him into Alex Cook.
Late pitch. And on 3rd down and goal, Jones will be stymied short of the 5, a 2-yard gain.
So Chip's going to take the field goal here.
That's a good stop for the Huskies defense to try to keep it at 2 scores late in the 1st half. So every drive for the Bruins tonight has ended up in the red zone. And now UCLA looking for its 4th consecutive score. Nicholas Barmira, 7 for 9 this season. And the chip shot is banged through. And we'll see if the Huskies can mount a comeback. A lot of football left to be played. Both of these teams undefeated. We've told you about that many times.
And Washington trying to put together a drive here with just...
As the Rams found a way against the 49ers. Penix gets it back. Rifles a shot that's intercepted. His second pick of the night. Bruins get it back. John Vaughns.
Just read the eyes of Penix and leaks back inside. He thought he had the corner held on a 6-yard smash route on the outside. So you have a corner route with a route underneath. He leaks back inside and right into the football. And UCLA got a chance to really flip this game or turn it upside down.
First pick of the season for John Vaughns, junior from right here in Pasadena. And UCLA gets it back. The Huskies 39.
Well, this is where I'm dialing up one. Sudden change on my opponent's side of in plus yardage territory. I'm going deep right here.
Well, Penix throwing interceptions. Dorian Thompson-Robinson throwing touchdowns so far. Play action. There's the screen, and it's broken up.
It's a heck of a play.
Well, swatted away at the last minute. Latuli Ona makes it 2nd and 10.
That is a heck of a play, as that's getting ready to go for a while if he doesn't get a hand on that one.
91 was there. And 2nd down again. And this one's going to be, was it picked off the carom? The ball came out late, and they will say incomplete.
Got to hold on to it, big fella.
Thule tried to swat it to his teammates.
Ruling on the field with an incomplete pass. 3rd down.
Tuitele had it. He was trying to run with it, and he took a shot. He takes a shot right between his number, the 2 9s on his jersey. Just hit right on the football, and guess who? The toughest guy on the team. Number 1, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
How about that
breaks
play?
It up. So we've seen him do a couple of things. Going out, throwing a block, and then hits a guy right on the football.
It's a 100-pound difference between those players. All he does on the next play, a 1st down strike to Jake Bobo.
My goodness.
What a performance tonight for number 1 for the Bruins.
Making a case for himself tonight.
Bobo now 4 catches, 88 yards and a touchdown. Bruins utilizing tempo. Thompson-Robinson keeps it and is going to be sacked behind the 30.
Well, he took a shot from Jeremiah Martin. And you got guys coming to his defense right away, and rightfully so. Well, just get rid of this one. Don't take a shot. Nobody's open. Just throw the ball away. And Martin with a little extra. I'm shocked that a flag wasn't thrown there for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Loss of 7, first sack of the night for the Huskies defense. They had 8. You referenced that earlier last week against Stanford at home.
It's a little more athletic ability under center for UCLA than last week.
Backside pressure coming. Thompson-Robinson sensing it. Trying to get to the edge. There's a hit! Short of the line to gain.
Well, he's feeling it tonight, Roy. My goodness, is he feeling it tonight. No wonder Chip holds him in such high regard and says that he's the toughest player on the team. With plays like we've witnessed in the last 2 possessions and then this one, no, you're going to take a shot when you come down.
Time winding down as Charbonnet motions out on 3rd and 7. Back foot throw. The tight end. Habermel corrals it, and let's see where they spot it. Hampton brought him down quickly. He's a yard short.
He wanted to go for it the last time they were down here.
Timeout.
Because there's 2 guys outside the tackle box.
Charbonnet straight ahead, twisting and turning, and I don't know.
I don't think he got it. He's going to be just shy.
That's how aggressive the Huskies want to be. They'll empty the backfield for Michael Penix Jr. And a short toss crossing the 20.
Right now, or had their way in the first half of this one.
Huskies also with 6 penalties in this first half, totaling 68 yards. Empty backfield again for Penix, and across the middle, incomplete. Penix 1 for his last 5, including 2 interceptions. On 3rd down, deep ball's caught. Will move the chains ahead to the 34. Jalen McMillan.
Maybe a clock it here.
And 9 seconds remaining on 2nd and 10 coming up. You're always right about holding, offensive line play, receivers running the wrong routes. Penix wants to go deep. He'll float one to no man's land.
For Washington to get that stop at the end of the first half.
5 yards deep. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Thompson-Robinson sees it.
Yeah, those missing players tonight have been critical. Big running play for Charbonnet. No Asa Turner tonight. Yeah, after starting his career in Ann Arbor, wanted to be closer to home and to his sister. He really has been a valuable component for the Bruins this year.
You know, pretty much every time you're called to do it.
Charbonnet motions out after the 6-yard gain. He'll get the swing pass. Made one defender miss, and that's enough for a first down. A nifty move in the backfield.
Moves like that.
Feed the ground game again, plunging across the 45 and down. Reception in that 2nd quarter. 2nd and short. Dorian Thompson-Robinson will buy some time. Flings it, caught.
Especially this season.
5 receptions for Cam Brown. He had 3 on the season coming into tonight. Thompson-Robinson, I thought he was going to go airborne again. Didn't need to. He slides in safely for another first down. And he's blossomed. Now at 250 pounds and a big-time target and weapon. Charbonnet through a big hole.
Take him out for about a play or 2 and then put him right back in. And the only thing that happens, big-time runs coming from number 24. Boy, is he electric or what?
All 7 drives by the Bruins have reached the red zone. Charbonnet with a first down and a lot more. First down and goal for UCLA.
A lot of teams talk about, well, we got to have the big 3. Well, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, he qualifies. Zach Charbonnet, he qualifies. Jake Bobo.
Thompson-Robinson, end zone and touchdown.
And a quick snap of the football to go along with it.
We saw it early, and yet it remains there clearly. He's in the zone, playing quarterback at UCLA.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson, just sweet.
I mean, 2 defenders collided with each other on that play as he just scooted to the side. Last 4-0 start for the Bruins, coming back in 2015, trying to improve to 5-0 tonight.
Their routes against these DBs from UCLA, it's just finding those spots for Penix to get into a groove and not be harassed by this UCLA defense.
Dunze in motion. Talapapa, the running back, on 3rd down. Time for Penix. Sidearms. And Culp has it. Penix has only thrown for 140 yards tonight. Only touchdown of the night for the Huskies. Coming on that.
And he's controlling the line of scrimmage.
Talapapa weaving his way, twisting and turning. He'll pitch it. Davis. Corralled in the backfield. He's going to lose half a yard. Latu got there. Penix with time has the first down into UCLA territory. So the catch by Jackson to keep the drive alive.
Giles Jackson on a crossing route. Awfully tough for defensive backs like Devin Kirkwood to stay with him in man coverage all the way across the field, and then you have an accurate quarterback that can deliver it out in front.
So 4th and short, he'll pick up 8 yards. Every drive critical now for the Huskies as Jackson steps off for a moment.
They've got to score basically every possession they get and then hope to stop UCLA.
Davis motions back in and now out. Waiting in the flats, he'll get the call. Penalty marker flies.
They're going to have a late hit on the quarterback. And it's Latu.
Holding. Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. Defeat first down.
Wow.
First and 20. Penix off the back foot, rifles a shot that's caught and spun down to the 40 is Odunze. Odunze now with 81 yards through the air and 5 catches. UCLA 40. Penix. So that went out of bounds, looking for Polk. So Jalen Polk was open for a moment.
He's kind of off balance there.
Is he hearing footsteps from behind? It felt like that maybe for a moment.
Well, it looked as though he got to the read a little bit late to Polk, and he was throwing a little bit off balance, which caused the pass to sail a little bit.
Third down. Davis straight ahead with an alley, and that'll move the sticks.
That's a great tackle by Blaylock. If Blaylock doesn't make that tackle on Davis, it's a sprint to the end zone. Closing from inside out, making sure you wrap up, and you got a blocker in front of him if Davis breaks through that.
Stephen had that first half interception. Huskies chipping away on this possession. Now play number 11. They've only marched 42 yards thus far. Pocket collapsing, and Penix Nixon. Nixon will have a first down. And Karem's inside the 20. Washington in the red zone for the first time in the second half.
A nice job. They're going to roll away from Latu, who has been just a thorn in their side all night long, giving Rosengarten all he can handle tonight and finding Nixon, who picks up the first down. Nice timing on the play to get it in the hands of his running back.
14-yard pickup. Nixon races back into the backfield and now out. Penix steps up and delivers a strike. McMillan off and running with the spin and a touchdown. And the Huskies are right back in it.
Millen with the spin and the timing of the pass to give it to him while he's open, and he can get away from zone defenders, not allow him to close in on him and corral him up.
33-16, and now Washington will go for 2.
Decide where they want to put the football.
Penix looking towards the end zone, has time, and incomplete. Odunze was the target, 9 yards deep. The leap we saw in the first half and the incredible move near the goal line here in the third quarter. I think they're going to be showing those replays for quite some period of time. Jones muffed the kickoff and now takes off. Driven down to the 35, down to Paul Carcaterra.
Yeah, we have another Renaissance man. And
Renaissance man.
What again is a Renaissance man? Charbonnet the handoff. He's keeping those legs churning, crossing the 40.
Just a cool California kid. Wants to be an environmental lawyer after a run potentially for the NFL. So great young man.
Jack of all trades.
They're down and short. Charbonnet's got the first down and a lot more. Charbonnet into plus territory. Wow. 4 minutes remaining in our third quarter. First and 15. Play action. Thompson-Robinson heaves it. Pass is caught. That's a first down. Bobo with a move and a touchdown.
They can't stay with Bobo.
5 catches, 127 yards. Now playing for the Bruins after a sensational career in the Atlantic Coast Conference with the Duke Blue Devils. 40-16. Giles Jackson marching across the 20 and driven down there. Deeks will get Florida State tomorrow in a top 25 battle as well.
Speaking of Florida State, I got a question for you.
Oh, I like questions.
Friday night comparison. Who are you most impressed with? Jake Bobo or Johnny Wilson, who we saw earlier this year?
Well, similar body types.
Yep, about each guy over 6'5".
Similar production so far. Bobo still has more than a quarter to go, so we'll see what that looks like. Penix fires a pass that's caught. And after a short gain ahead to the 30, it'll be third down and short. Newton with the catch.
Still waiting on your answer that we laid eyes on.
Newton out of the backfield. Penix steps up. Heavy pressure. He'll extend the play and throw it in the turf. Penalty marker flies, and that's going to be a first down for the Huskies. It was still impressive. The Cougs.
He's had a tough one tonight, or earlier today.
We'll see them next week on the road at Memphis. Out in the flats, Talapapa. Gain of 3, and that's going to be about it. He was quickly. 2nd and 7. 40-16, under 2 to go in the third. Penix will step up and now will take off. Michael Penix slides in short of midfield. Movement. 3rd down and 9. Penix throws a strike into Odunze. And that's a first down at the UCLA 40.
What a throw. Hey, there's 3 defenders in the area, and the accuracy. First, it takes courage to do it and belief in your arm. But look at that, 3 guys around Odunze.
Odunze now over 100 yards receiving. Penix looking towards number 1's direction again. Marker on the field at the 41. Humphrey in coverage.
Yeah, he realized he had a free play because there was a UCLA defender offsides.
Defense number 12 in the neutral zone at the snap.
Penix, long toss for a first down. Final play of the third quarter. Talapapa. With Washington on the move. 15 minutes ago, 40-16 our score. Andre Ware, Roy Philpott, Paul Carcaterra. And the Huskies on the road. Ranked in the top 15. Richard Newton scampers ahead.
They both contributed in major ways.
2nd and 7. Penix, a quick delivery. Jalen McMillan. Newton gets the handoff. And a power finish. A little bit more of a sense of urgency here. Almost 2 minutes have gone by in our fourth quarter. Stay on the ground. A spin.
In the transfer portal. 2 outstanding players.
Newton remains in as pass protector.
What a catch.
Odunze, power formation on 3rd down and 1. Play action. Back of the end zone, wide open. That's a touchdown. Devin Culp grabs it on the run in 83.
Can Penix throw it or what?
And the direct snap. Perhaps a Philly special. They'll keep it on the ground. The 2-point conversion is good. Johnny, the numbers we've seen on Friday nights this year for those 2 standout receivers. Jumbo targets have been awfully impressive. Keegan Jones hit hard, driven down short of the 20. Well,
good one.
Sounds good. Makes me want to watch. Deep handoff. And a short gain on first down. Huskies looking for a stop. The true Renaissance man. 2nd down and 6 for the time being for Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He wants to throw it, and he does, and that's a first down. Jake Bobo stopped at the 40. First down give, and driven down quickly is Jones by Alex Cook. The Sacramento original. Thompson-Robinson's going to keep it. Roots 1 defender. And shut down to the 47 by Bruner. 4 third down catches, all going for first. This time out of the backfield. Off the bobble and driven down. On 3rd down, he's going to lose yardage. Stretch of games coming up for the Bruins starting tonight. Utah comes to town next week. Then a road trip to Oregon after an open date. Jackson waves for the fair catch. Their last scoring drive took over 6.5 minutes off the clock. Penix wide open for a first down and a lot more. Rumbling along the far side, out of bounds is Talapapa. Leading passer in the country now is thrown right at his season average. Approaching 350, this time on the ground. 2 big plays already in UCLA territory.
Good news for UCLA, though. Grayson Murphy, we saw him nicked up on that prior possession. Trainers taped his finger. He should be back in this game. His brother's out there right now, and the defense is stuck, and they're playing some tempo.
Penix, pocket collapsing, and he goes down back at the 45. Bo Calvert. Second sack of the night after a loss of 7. Penix quickly flings it across the middle and incomplete. Grayson Murphy back on the field, standing up as a pass rusher, the dump off. Talapapa driven down, crossing midfield. Nixon, the running back. Time for Penix. That's a first down. He needed 12. He'll pick up 14 with Jalen Polk. Washington needs 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions to tie it. McMillan catches this one cleanly. Spun down inside the 20. Huskies in the red zone. The stop by Kirkwood. A gain of 16 more.
Let's get the feeling that Washington should have gone to this a little bit earlier. The drive they scored on where they hit Cope in the back of the end zone should have been like this, a little bit faster pace.
Westover in the flats. Westover with a first down. Bunch formation. Bottom of your screen. Penix will look that direction. Through his progressions, deflected, and that should have been caught by Polk.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 73, his first of the game. 15-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Rosengard.
Play is a second down. It'll be second down.
He's had a long night. He's had Latu over him most of the night. He's trying to get Murphy out of the huddle.
I don't know.
I don't think it was Rosengarten for the action.
Murphy came down after the penalty. 9 infractions against the Huskies tonight for almost 100 yards. Second and goal. Screen pass. And Nixon races out of bounds. The clock will stop. Sykes drove him out. And they'll say that he actually was still inbounds with forward progress.
Score here, 2-point conversion, onside kick to try to get another possession.
Third down and goal from the 14. All night for Penix. Now he'll take off. Penix will get a couple of yards, scampering out of bounds. McMillan in motion. Here comes the pressure. Penix delivers, and it's caught. Odunze grabs it for the touchdown.
The little things make plays go.
Huskies need the 2-point conversion here. This would make it a 1-score game. Penix rolls out. Penix delivers, and it's caught. McMillan's got it. 40-32.
The arm talent of Penix is unbelievable. But the flow of the game, your defense forced to punt for the first time. I think you ride with them with the 3 timeouts.
Bruins led by 24 with just over 12 minutes left tonight. That lead has been whittled down to 8. And the deep kick caroms into the end zone.
Here in the running game, trust the offensive line.
Charbonnet racing ahead, stopped short of the 30-yard line.
About a 3.5 yard gain. Which if you're Washington, is a little bit too much. They're going to spend that timeout. Freshman on him now in green.
Charbonnet already over the century mark on the ground for the 12th time in his career. Dorian Thompson-Robinson keeps it to the edge and the first down.
That works too. When you have an athletic quarterback that can get the edge, you got everybody keyed in on Charbonnet, and they take their eyes of Dorian Thompson-Robinson just long enough for him to outflank the defense. That one's going to be painful for UW.
Huskies with just 1 timeout remaining. Keegan Jones checks in for UCLA. And now the Bruins on the verge. 1 more first down will ice this game. But think about the potential of a 5-0 start. And certainly UCLA would be ranked when the new top 25 poll comes out Sunday afternoon. Thompson-Robinson will keep it. Tiptoes out of bounds near midfield. Close to a first down.
Pretty much the same play, other than Keegan Jones checked in there for the play fake as opposed to Charbonnet. And you like the ball security or the game in the hands of Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Clock continues to tick down at 2:45 and counting. What a big time win this would be for Chip Kelly. Mentioned the potential to be in the top 25 with the new AP top 25 coming out Sunday. And arguably one of the biggest wins the Kelly era for the Bruins. Off the right side, a gain of 1, and now a timeout called. The last. Robo races in motion. Charbonnet faked the handoff his direction, and Dorian Thompson-Robinson, 3rd and 6. Charbonnet motions out. Screams quarterback run. Instead, they'll throw it. Pass is caught. And that will be enough for the first down, and the Bruins are going to win this one.
And guess who?
Habermill.
Hudson Sunglass Habermill. And I mean, perfect distance to the first down mark. Thought originally he was going to be about half a yard shy, but he caught it just past the 40-yard line, which is just enough to give him the first down.
UCLA will improve to 5-0. The winning streak reaches 8 games dating back to last season. And Dorian Thompson-Robinson has announced his arrival once again in year number 5 onto the national scene for the Bruins. The toughness, the accuracy, the leadership, awfully impressive for the 5th-year senior. Threw for over 300 yards once again tonight. But most importantly, on the scoreboard, the final score: UCLA 40, Washington 32. First loss of the season for the Huskies.
Oh, what a game. And I think Dorian Thompson-Robinson took it personally with a guy coming into his home field, his stadium.
Paul Carcaterra has Chip Kelly.
Coach, where were you challenged the most in that second half?
I don't know if it was the second half. It's just a game. That quarterback's really good. That offense is really good. We didn't think we were going to keep them down for the whole game. They made some great catches, but our guys battled and we made enough plays to win in the second half.